This video is about the simple pleasure of looking after your knees. Having pain-free knees is very enjoyable. If you've ever kneeled on something like this, you'll realise that it's very painful. So having pain-free knees is very nice. What happens if you like saving money around the house and you're doing jobs like plumbing or electrical stuff or painting, you always end up having to get low down at some time or other, and that means getting on your knees to do a job. If you like working on bikes, motorcycles, you're checking your tyres, or you're doing some jobs, you always end up kneeling somewhere. In the garden, growing plants, you always end up getting down low, and that means you're using your knees. Now, unlike your feet, they've got no protection, your knees. There's no sort of anything there like the soles of your feet that are made to be worn on the ground, so they're easily damaged. I use this piece of wood to indicate to be a knee. You can see that if you kneel on something, ow, ah, that gets painful. Even things like nuts, that hurts, that really hurts. Even, this is a concrete block, on concrete, that scrapes. That is damaging your knee. You can even use concrete for sanding. This is pine, so it's quite hard. And you can see the wear and tear on your knees is bad. That's hard stuff. These are my knee pads that I use, and as you can see, they're worn. I use them all the time, and they're still good. I probably might have to replace them in a while, but you can see the damage has been done to them. Now, my knees are okay because these knee pads, they've taken the blows and the scrapes, and that could have happened to my kneecap, but it doesn't, because my kneecaps are protected inside here. So when it comes to scraping, no problem, no problem. And another thing people don't realise, it's not only the fact that you can kneel on things and that hurts your knees, it's also the shock factor. As I said before, there's no suspension in your knees like your feet or your hands even. They're just there with bones and ligaments. So what happens, I'll use this pair, the inside of your knee with all your tendons and ligaments and stuff like that, when it hits concrete, you know, that is, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that is getting damaged. And that is just moderate force, and that's happening to your inside of your knees, so it's the shock value. That jolt is going up your thighs, up your back. When you kneel on something, you're doing real damage to yourself. Now then, if you've got knee pads, no problem, no problem. So wouldn't you rather have knees like that than knees like that, and all the bruising that's going on inside? So get yourself a good pair of knee pads. Now they're a bit difficult to use at first, they're fiddly, and you think, oh, why bother? But when you think what's happening inside your knees and on your knees, getting nails stuck in, all sorts of nasty stuff, when that sort of thing's happening to your knees, wouldn't you rather be like that? Nice and fresh? And the pleasure bit comes in is when you sit down to have a cup of tea afterwards, you're pain-free. And it's very nice. So, get yourself a pair of knee pads and just learn how to wear them. Bye for now.